The president explained himself at Sagana, the so-called Sagana 3, when he came up with the best explanation of what it is that might have happened between the two. Before the handshake, so the president said, he and his deputy were talking about the process of the handshake. And even on the day of the handshake, they were in agreement that it was a good idea because of the calming effects that it would have in the country. So they were together that day. They differed thereafter as to how much more the president should get into in engaging Raila. And there the deputy differed because the perception was that for the deputy that embracing Raila was a threat to him politically, to the future. And since he had the future to think about, he saw Raila coming in as a threat. The president on the other side saw embracing Raila and bringing him closer and they get into discussions of other things. He saw it as a continuation of the calming effect, as peacemaking, so that he can continue doing what he wants to do in his last term, which he kept on saying that it's his legacy, building his legacy. So they differ on what or how much to accommodate Raila Odinga. So when they differed on that one, the deputy president was then seen to defy the president's wishes.
President Kenyatta has openly said that it is time for Kenya to also have a president from another ethnic group. It's not a secret that Kenya has been ruled by a president from the central province, Kikuyu, or a Kalenjin, in that case Moi, who was the longest serving president, and that it's untenable to again have another Kalenjin becoming president, because then it locks the rest of the ethnic groups from power for the next several years. Do you think that does fly in the face of many Kenyans? And is it time really for that to be an open discussion, that leadership need also to go to another region of the country?
The person who can project himself as acceptable and the best at the time for the country is the one that will be elected. Mm-hmm. And if it so happens that the convergence of interests moves to another person who is neither Luo, Kikuyu, Kalenjin, or something like that, so be it. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the general sentiment. But what the president did is to open a discussion point. Yes. That as people are thinking, they should be thinking of other ways to see how things work out. Yes. It is a dicey situation.
What makes it harder for Kenya to develop a political, parties that are not organized around tribal leaders?
So we have had a problem of personality and the believability of the personality. Yes. And it's still this problem right now. Because whether you take Azimio or the other side, it's still the personality of the candidate. And I think with time, we are going to see a coalescing of parties that will create 2 or 3 strong movements that people can identify with. So it's a matter of time, nothing to worry about.